엄마, 배고파다.
응, 빨리 줄게.
햄버거.
어때?
맛있어. 근육질이 만들어. 안에 뭐가 있는 거야? 호호. 호호? 응. 왜 넣었어? 맛있게 하게?
포도를 넣어.
Time is still and there's nowhere to be. Birds are talking outside. Getting space for the words we hold inside. So come out, so stay a while and slow it all the way back down. Still a little longer, it's only getting warmer. Slow it down 'cause time can't wait. Hold on to this moment, watch the sunlight pour. Keep it like a picture frame. So stay a while, don't go. 'Cause we got time to slow it all the way back.
맛있어?
응. 고기가 완전 맛있어.